is to reach our 60s, our 70s, our 80s.
Listen to this.
Come on, gang.
Cool gangsta stuff right here.
No, I got it.
You got it?
I'm not read you.
Huh? You good?
No, read you. Read you.
YouTube? Alright, my hotspot's on. 2020.
Right?
Law of Attraction. Let's listen to that one.
If you're going to manifest in your hands what you see in your head, then you got to have the courage, the confidence, the self-belief, and the self-determination to go out every single day and make it happen. With anything you're looking to accomplish in life, you've got to visualize. You've got to see it in your head. I need everybody listening to me right now to get a very clear vision of what it is that you are looking to accomplish. Get a very clear vision. Visualize it. And that vision has to be so compelling that it completely persuades you to become, number two, the very person that you got to become to get that thing that you're after. Because here's the thing. Who you are right now has gotten you as far as you're going to get. And so whatever it is that you're going after, you got to become another person to get there. Who do you need to become to start the business? To move into the new location, to start traveling, to take up new hobbies and new investments and endeavors, to impact? Who are you going to have to become? Everybody wants new zip codes and new area codes, but we don't want new habits, new mentalities. Your destiny is linked to your identity. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. You want your future, you gotta heal. You are going to need vision. You gotta look in the mirror and you gotta decide, I forgive myself for the mistakes I've made. Everybody wants new, but don't want to become new. Make this your moment to no longer be a prisoner of the past. The past is not your prison. The past is your platform to build what it is that you were placed in this world to build. Step out, launch it, build it, create it, release the idea, release your brilliance. The earth is groaning and waiting painfully for you to manifest. And remember, in this very moment, that all you have is all you need. Drop it in the comments right now. Say, I see it. I see it. I visualize success. I visualize victory. I visualize abundance. I visualize freedom. It's not even a conversation. It's not even a question. I don't care what anybody says. I visualize myself driving what I've been called to drive, living where I've been called to live, getting my family up out of the hood. I visualize myself. I am determined. I am committed. There's nothing that is going to stop me. And I don't care if this thing takes everything I have. Everybody is looking to manifest. We're all looking to manifest something. And so let me look crazy for a season. And I'll live the rest of my life like a legend. If we're going to manifest the future that we see in our heads, then there are going to be seasons and chapters and moments in your life where nobody is going to understand why you decided that you don't want to just work the 9 to 5. You've got a glimpse of a possibility of a brighter future. You decided that there's something more. But there are some goals in life that if I'm going to hit, if I'm going to have an aim, that I've got to be willing to look crazy. When you see the possibility, when you see what you could be, that's when you look foolish. That's when people start questioning because they don't understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. Some people are never going to get it until you lift the trophy in the air. Some people are never going to get it until you lift the diploma in the air. Some people are never going to get it until you win.
Some people
Then they're going to ask you, how did you do it?
crap up in the air.
There's nothing in life that you're going to accomplish
You gotta
that
realize,
is going to
it
come
just
and
depends on if you
manifest
want it.
without suffering.
Who cares about what
The
other people
future
think?
takes time to manifest.
Haters are everywhere. Even those who give you
Before
praise
every transformation,
are hating.
there is a measure of darkness. Before the rising of the sun, there is
Good,
a night season. And many don't understand that there was a process, there was a pathway, there was a corridor to being chosen. There's a price you have to pay to being crowned. Everybody wants to win. And everybody wants to be applauded and celebrated and honored and crowned. But before you can be crowned, you are going to have to deal with the inevitable. You must be chosen. We love the idea of being chosen because it feeds our ego, the recognition, the spotlight, the applause. It is sweet, but there is a truth you cannot escape. When you are chosen, you're handpicked by God to be separated from the crowd. You will become misunderstood. Being chosen is not always celebration. It is assignment. And when you are assigned, you are anointed to face trial, tribulation, to face fire. Pressure is the love language of destiny. You are chosen to be tested. You are chosen to be betrayed. You are chosen to suffer loss. You are chosen. If you are chosen, and I believe you are, and if you believe you've been destined to be crowned, and I believe your destiny is to be crowned, then I just need you to navigate this crushing with all the faith that you can muster. Being chosen will demand that you step out of comfort and into a deep conviction. It's time to get serious about the calling on your life. There are moments in life that are going to absolutely crush you. And you're going to feel broken under the weight of disappointment, rejection, and failure. And you will ask, why me? Why now? And it will be easy for you to believe that you're being punished. But I want to tell you it's not punishment. It's process. We all know this, but let me tell you again, in case you forgot, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire. Purpose is revealed in seasons of crushing. Only the tree with fruit is shaken. If life is pressing you, if pain is stalking you, if betrayal and loss and famine have visited your door, it means that there is something inside of you the world is trying to extract, that there's a message on your mess. This is not the end of your story. It is the making of your legacy.
Yep. Love you.
This is not the end of my story. It was Moses that met God alone on the mountain. It was Jacob that wrestled with destiny alone in the wilderness. It was the Lord Jesus Christ himself that prayed in agony in Gethsemane while his disciples were sleeping. And I know what it feels like for people to sleep on you, for people not to believe in you. And every time a man or woman walks out of your life, God gets closer. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. You may be asking the question, why me, God? Why not you? This is a cocoon before the flight. This is your fire before the gold. This is your cross before the crown. I'm talking to the people that are in the middle of darkness and isolation and uncertainty and doubt, and you are battling fear. And it's as if suddenly people don't understand you. Friends are walking away. Doors are shutting. You look around and it feels like you are alone, but I'm telling you, you are not alone. If you're listening to me and you're going through any type of hardship and you're navigating it and you have not thrown in the towel and it seems as though God's gone silent in your life and it seems as though
I don't care what family you were born into, what side of town you were born to. At some point, if you live in this life, you're going to face disappointment. You're going to face defeat. You're going to face devastation. Life is going to beat you upside your head. Before you grow up, life will strip you to the core. Life is going to punch you in your mouth. We all get knocked down. It's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with you. It's a part of the process. It's a part of the journey. It's how you grow. It's how you get better. Failure is not falling down. Failure is staying down. It's not in falling that makes us failures. It's in not getting up that makes us failures. And you get to decide if you get up or you don't get up. I need you to find that warrior within you, that spirit that never surrenders. Every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive. It's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to what happens to you that decides if you're going to be successful or not. We all going to go through pain. Some of us stay there. We all go through pain, but some of us stay on the ground and cry about it. Some of us get up. Some of you have been knocked out by life, and you got up and saw the blood, and he hit me. Every single time you come up against heat, you run. You will never be a diamond like that. You will never be a diamond every time there's pressure. You want to break. Y'all running from pain. Y'all running from challenges. Do you understand it is the difficulty that's going to prepare you and take you to that next level? Get emotional if you must. Cry if you must. Get it out. But get your butt back up after you finish crying and put a time limit on the crying. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. You better grind, because if you don't, you will be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. But you're going to cry. But what I don't want you to do when you cry is say, I can't believe this is happening to me. It's over. But when you start crying, you say, I'm a step closer to success. I'm closer than I've ever been before. It's not always going to be easy. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give you success. They're not going to put it on the platter. But if you're willing to work for it, if you're willing to put the sweat, the blood, the tears, if you're willing to earn it, you can have it, you can do it, you can be it. It's your dream. You don't belong to nobody else. You take ownership of it. It ain't nobody else's. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Ain't nobody supposed to give you nothing. It's yours. By any means necessary. You take it. You conquer. You are a warrior. You conquer. You make it happen. And sometimes if you're going to be successful, it's not how smart you are. It's not how strong you are. It's how much you can outlast stuff. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. But if you're weak, you will be broke. And I'm not here because I'm the best. I'm here because they tried to break me and they couldn't. I don't care if it's impossible. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how difficult it is. I don't care what the obstacle is. I will find a way to get through the obstacle to get what I need. I can because I have the ability to. I will because I'm strong. I must because they count on me. It's going to rain sometimes. I will. You're going to feel discouraged sometimes. I will. No matter what the obstacle, I will. I will my way through every situation, every trial, every tribulation. I will my way through it. I will. I must. I must get this done. And it's necessary that you take charge, that you begin to stand up inside of yourself, that you dry your tears, and you're not given the luxury of feeling sorry for yourself, that you got to get in a fighting mode. You can't surrender. You can't be a chump. You got to fight back. You got to stand up and start. So wait a minute, what is it I need to do? You got to make yourself move even if it hurts. This is not the time to tap out. That test might not go away. That pain might not go away. That fight might not go away. You are a warrior. It's time for you not to back up, not to give up, not to give in. It's time for you to fight. If you do not give up, if you do not give in, if you fight back, you can beat it. You can beat it. I know you can beat it. Pain is temporary. It might last for a second. It might last for a minute. It might last for an hour. It might last for a week. It might last for a day. It might last for months. But sooner or later, if you do not surrender, if you do not give up, if you do not give in, it will subside. You can talk like a victim, you can act like a victim, or you could be a victor, and you can say, despite the odds, I will defy the odds. You can get through this, but you can't wish your way out of it. You can't want your way out of it. You can't talk your way out of it. You gotta fight your way out of it. And I know you have what it takes. I know you have that warrior inside. This thing will not beat you. The difference between the weak and the strong is that when the strong have no more left, they fight, they fight, they fight. The weak, when they have no more left, they quit, they give up, they give in, they surrender, they retreat, and there's nothing weak about you. If you fight and do not give up, if you fight and do not surrender, if you fight and you do not bend, if you fight and do not break, you will break that thing that's coming up against you. When life starts beating you down, you have to say, I will not quit. I will not surrender. It's not that you don't have what it takes to be successful. Most of you, when you get punched in the face, you quit. Mental toughness is about what you do when you're under stress and you're under pressure. You don't judge a person by what they're saying in times of comfort and convenience. You judge them by what they're saying in times of challenge and controversy. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you've given yourself an out. You've given yourself an excuse. You have allowed some stuff to happen on your watch that should have never happened on your watch. Every single time stuff not going your way, you give up, you quit, you let go, and people feel weakness. They feel it. You can feel when somebody's not committed, when they're not all in, when they're not dedicated. And there's another level you get to when you go all in. I want what all other men want. But when the pressure hits, when the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I just want a little bit more than they wanted. If you ain't got more heart than me, if you ain't been working harder than me, if you ain't sacrificed more than me, I'm gonna destroy you. And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care if you say we outnumbered. We live by this and we die by this. We don't retreat. When you work for something, it gives you a different type of attachment to it. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. That's why cats can give up so easy. They ain't got nothing invested. They ain't work for it. They ain't sacrificed for it. But when a cat work for something, when a cat been sacrificed for something, well, you're going to have a cold day in hell before you take it from them. The brave conquer. The brave go get it. They don't wait for it. They go get it. If it ain't a door, if it ain't an opportunity, greed ain't one. I need you now to go hunt it. Losers get weak and give up. Losers surrender. Losers give in. But winners are fueled by the storm. Pain actually pushes them to greatness. They actually love it. They like the pressure. Where are the warriors that say, I'm going to make a decision and I'm keeping it? I made up in my mind. I will not go through this pain and not get a reward for it. I will not quit. I will not surrender. I will outlast every trial and every tribulation that comes in my life. You gotta have heart, because sometimes you'll get hurt and you gotta be able to bounce back. You gotta be resilient. Sometimes you're gonna face obstacles. You might pass the test on the fourth try, and you gotta have the ability to get back up and act like you ain't never failed in the first place. I'm not gonna feel rejected when somebody say, you back to square one. I'm back to square one because I tried this and it didn't work, and we're gonna try something else. I don't feel rejected. I tried. How do you feel rejected when you try? The person who didn't try should feel rejected. The person that didn't try should feel defeated. The person that didn't try should feel some type of way. I tried. I don't feel rejected. I feel good about myself. I tried. I don't feel bad. I gave it 120%. You can't never feel bad when you put forth 120%. You can't let the outcomes make you feel whack. I'm not whack. I'm a warrior. You know how much I went through to make that thing happen? You know how many trials and tribulations? You know how many obstacles I had to get through to make that work? I got through all of them. I'm a problem solver. I'm not soft. I'm not weak. I don't quit. I don't give up. I don't surrender. I don't always win, but I always try. When you live like a warrior, you're willing to fight for your dream. You're willing to realize that you will fail your way to success. You're willing to make it okay if people don't like you or disagree with you. You're willing to fight even though the odds are stacked against you. You are willing to have a spirit of optimism when you've lost everything materialistically, but if you got a pulse, if you woke up this morning, when you're a warrior, you're willing to fight. You gotta fight. Fight like a warrior.
A warrior. Let's see what's next.
Pro baseball changes every night. Fred, your take on Calci now.
Damn fucking commercials, man.
You're invited to join Phoenix Energy's next webinar, where you can drill deeper into our bond offerings. We currently offer two.
This is a personal invitation into a new way of living, to an apex predator mentality. See, a lion has no competition.
Gotta change that.
We lose in life
I like this.
because we fail to take it seriously.
A lot of people do. Everyone, quit clowning around.
We think it is a game, when in reality, it is warfare. It's not always going to be easy,
Not always.
but if you trust him, he will see you through. Can you trust God when they stop believing? Can you trust God when they stop cheering your name? Can you trust God when people don't see it? Can you sing praises in the face of adversity? Can you sing praises when you are discouraged, when you are tired, when you are weary, when you feel like nothing is left in the tank? Can you sing? Sometimes it's just you and God. It's just you and God, where you gotta put the work in alone. And you gotta walk through valleys. You gotta walk through devastation. You gotta master the ability to sit in that pain and not abort the mission. It's you and God. Choose this day whom ye shall serve. This is not a motivational moment. This is a divine interruption.
What?
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Destinies are hinged on the decision that you make. It was Moses that met God alone on the mountain. It was Jacob that wrestled with destiny alone in the wilderness. It was the Lord Jesus Christ himself that prayed in agony in Gethsemane while his disciples were sleeping. And I know what it feels like for people to sleep on you, for people not to believe in you. But you have to believe, and you gotta stretch, and you gotta push, and you gotta pull, and you gotta leap, and you gotta run. My prayer for you right now is that you will no longer be captivated by the systems, cycles, and paradigms of the enemy. The devil has studied your bloodline. He has tracked your patterns, and he is waiting. You need to make the decision that perhaps your father did not make, your mother did not make, your environment did not make. Come to the resolve that the systems, the paradigms, and the cycles of the enemy, every demonic infrastructure collapses when I make the decision to follow Jesus. It's you and God. This is the last day you are going to allow
Got it!
this giant to defy you. I
Giant.
know.
Giant. What about the little
It hasn't been
fucker?
easy,
The ankle
but it's time to win.
fighter, motherfucker.
You are going to need vision. Before you win, you're going to have to see it. I want you to see yourself winning.
When you see
David
yourself
saw
kicking
himself
this
winning
little turd
this
nuggets
battle.
out of here.
He saw it,
You
he
fucking
spoke it,
biter.
he experienced it. If you can see it, you can have it. On the other side of your fear is a fulfilled destiny. How bad do you want it? Whatever your giant may be, name the giant. You will defy me no more. You will defy me no more. When your giant defies you, when your giant teases you, when your giant attempts to trap you and remind you of your present and your past, remind your giant of his future. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. No more will you haunt me. Goliath is dead. There will be many giants in your life. There will be depression. There will be anxiety. There will be oppression. There will be stress. There will be overwhelm. Will you buckle under the pressure, or will you rise to the occasion? If you are going to defeat your giant, if you are going to defy the odds, if you're going to remove the lids and the labels, if you are going to step and venture into uncharted territory, you are going to have to master the art of rising early. There will be times in your life where you are going to have to face giants that nobody will face. Goliath! And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with the Philistine. David had already had it made up in his mind. David was fully persuaded that he would defeat the Philistine. And for many of you, you will never have your future until you are fully persuaded that you are a carrier of everything required to fulfill your destiny. If nobody believes in you, you gotta make it up in your mind that all you have is all you need. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against the Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he is a man of war from his youth. It's interesting to me because David was doubted by a king. David was doubted by a man that was a carrier of the disease called fear. And there are going to be people who are going to attempt to talk you out of your destiny. They will try to talk you out of your dream. They will tell you that your dream is too big. They will tell you that your destiny cannot be fulfilled. They will tell you it is impossible to accomplish what you have set out to accomplish. But it's not about what they say. It's about what you say. And David said to Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear and took the lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and I smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. King Saul doubted David, but David had to pull up his resume. David had to reflect over what God had already done through him. David had to reflect on what he did previously. It is the battles that you face today that prepare you for tomorrow's wars. It was David that did not just have faith in himself, but he had faith in the God in him. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You got to remember who is inside of you, not just what you've been through, not just your resume, but it is time for you to remember God's resume. What has God done for you? What has God done for your family? I believe that he's bringing you into an uncharted state of victory. I believe that you were born to triumph over every demon, over every devil, over every addiction. Not within your own power, but through the power of Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. Remember, you are not fighting for only yourself, but you are fighting for a generation of people who will come after you. You are fighting for the bride. You are fighting for your family. You are fighting for your legacy. What you are fighting for is bigger than you. Do not forget this. There will always be obstacles. There will always be challenges. There will always be giants. And greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. I have killed the giant. I have slain Goliath. If God be for me, then who can be against me? The battle is the Lord's. Let the fear fade and let faith invade. You must move forward in strength. Do not succumb to the depression, the anxiety, the rage, the hatred, or the regret. Live in purpose. Resist the temptation to give in. I can tell you this, that resurrection is a decision. And every single day you got to decide. People who publicly rise are the people that made a private decision not to stay down any longer. I don't know what time you're listening to me, and I don't mean to sound morbid, but somebody died tonight. Somebody died this morning. Somebody died this afternoon. I don't know what time you're listening to me, but somebody didn't make it. There's still life left in you. You are still breathing. You have another opportunity to begin again and every day.
And again and again.
Every single day.
Until that time ends.
Gives you that new opportunity. Appreciate it. flow from this place of gratitude and say, God, thank you for keeping my mind when I could have lost it. Thank you, Lord, for giving me one more day, one more opportunity. They say time is what we want most, but what we use worst. The moment that you stop striving, the moment that you stop pressing, the moment that you stop fighting, you start dying. Just keep going to the next level. Just keep climbing that staircase. Just keep going. And it's not about beating the man or woman that's standing in the room with you. It's about beating the man and the woman that's in the mirror. Can you do better than you? Can you do better than you did yesterday? That's all I want to ask you. Can you do better? You haven't been able to get up. Something inside of you has to snap. I know you're beaten, but get up. I know you're bleeding, but get up. I know you're insecure, but get up. I know it wasn't your fault, but get up. I know it hurts, but get up. I know you have blood in your eyes, but get up. Get up. Get up. Wake up. Why are you here? What is your design? Why did you survive? Come on, start thinking about these things. You're still alive for a reason. Somebody died today, but you're still here listening. In this very moment, you have an opportunity. Someone who can rise is someone who is not dead yet. You are not dead yet. You are not dead yet. You are not dead yet. You may be tired, but you are not dead. You may be broken, but you are not dead. You may be weary, but you are not dead. You have an opportunity to rise above what happened to you. You can condemn me and crucify me to a past that is planted in pain, but I will rise. I make the decision that resurrection is my gift. Your perseverance is not even about you. The future, the next generation, legacy, destiny is attached to this. Your life may not look anything like you thought it would look right now, but you have an opportunity today to change that. And every decision you make is either bringing you to your destiny or taking you from your destiny. If you're walking through or walked out of or survived the worst trauma and pain of your life, believe that this is the first day of the best days of your life. You gotta take everything you have on the inside and claw your way back. You've been in this cave. You've been in this deep, dark prison of obscurity and uncertainty and doubt and fear. This is the day you come out of your pit of misery, your cell of uncertainty and doubt and fear. This is your day. Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. It's not about comparing yourself to everybody. It's not about scrolling through social media and looking at the people that are projecting the highlights of their life. It's not about that. It's about, can you do better than you did yesterday? Just need you to be 1% better than you were yesterday. If you can be 1% better than you were yesterday, you're making progress. Every day, every single day is a new beginning. So take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. It's a new day. A new opportunity. You can get to a place in your life where you are so tired that you can hardly move. And you can be so fragmented, so beat up, that you can't even open your eyes. I know what that paralysis feels like. It's like, man, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it right now. I don't feel like thinking again. I don't feel like writing it down again. I don't feel like reading it again. I don't want to talk about it. I'll do it tomorrow. And sometimes we can get wrapped up in that human condition that says, man, I don't have what it takes. I don't know how to navigate the terrain. I'm so broken. I'm so tired. I'm so buried under the misery of my past. past and the mistakes that I made. And we're waiting for these perfect conditions, and we keep thinking that perfect is coming tomorrow. Perfect doesn't come to you. As we practice and as we process, we can achieve a measure of perfection. So if you want to take action and you want to step out of the place of stagnation, if you're going to step into the power of the present, if you're going to seize the opportunity, then one of the things you're going to have to stop doing is overthinking. Come on, you gotta stop overthinking. Like you're thinking this thing, you're thinking yourself out of it. You're negotiating your path out of this opportunity, this moment in time where you could really become something, really accomplish something. And so we gotta stop overthinking. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I don't have what it takes, I don't have the education, I don't have the background. You know those lies we tell ourselves. And so my question is, are you willing to take continuous action? Get that urgency back. Somebody step back into the place of action. Somebody step back into the place of faith and determination. Somebody get back into that space, that mindset, that mentality that says, I'm living like it's my last. I'm putting it all on the table. I'm giving this thing everything I have. Tomorrow is not promised. Just because somebody else lived to see 70 doesn't mean I'm going to live to see 70. And so every single day of my life, I'm going to give it everything I have. I'm going to love like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to forgive like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to let go. I'm going to try again like there is no tomorrow. Like this is my only opportunity. I need you to live every day like there's no tomorrow. Love, smile, forgive, believe, hope, expect incredible things. Make it up in your mind that every day you are blessed to see. You will give it everything you have. You will live like there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow! Everything changes today.
Wait for it. That's what I was waiting for. The guy that comes on and yells.
Before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the rising of the sun, there is a night season. And many don't understand that there was a process.
This is right before the dawn.
There was a pathway.
Ain't that right?
There was a corridor
Smiley.
to being chosen.
Certified by this.
There's a price you have to pay to being crowned. Everybody wants to win. And everybody wants to be applauded and celebrated and honored and crowned. But before you get crowned, you are going to have to deal with the inevitable. You must be chosen. We love the idea of being chosen because it feeds our ego, the recognition, the spotlight, the applause. It is sweet, but there is a truth you cannot escape. When you are chosen, you're handpicked by God to be separated from the crowd. You will become misunderstood. Being chosen is not always celebration. It is assignment. And when you are assigned, you are anointed to face trial, tribulation, to face fire. Pressure is the love language of destiny. You are chosen to be tested. You are chosen to be betrayed. You are chosen to suffer loss. You are chosen to share a message of hope and transformation. That if God could take you from nothing to something, then he can do anything for anybody. That nothing is impossible. That your mess will become your message. Every man or woman who is crowned is chosen. And they were born for the time they were needed most. Because before every transformation, there is a measure of darkness. Before the sun rises, there is a season of night. There will be times where people don't understand me, and it feels like my life is falling apart. But I'm not falling apart. I am being rebuilt. God, I may be in the middle of suffering, but I believe God chose me. I got bills, but God God chose me. I got people walking out of my life. It seems like the lights are
Reveal.
going out, but God chose me. If you are chosen, and I believe you are, and if you believe you've been destined to be crowned, and I believe your destiny is to be crowned, then I just need you to navigate this crushing with all the faith that you can muster. Being chosen will demand that you step out of comfort and into.
And he said it again.
Today I want to explain one of the most powerful verses in the Bible.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. God says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you a prophet to the nations." Now listen, most people read that verse and they think it simply means God has a plan for me.
I don't know.
Yes,
I'm right
but
here.
it is deeper than that.
I hope it's deeper.
Because Jeremiah 1-5 is not a motivational quote.
Hot.
It is a
About
calling
105,
statement.
almost 110 degrees here.
It is God explaining how purpose works. Let's break it down slowly. First, God says,
What?
"Before I formed you in the womb." That means your purpose did not start when you became an adult. It did not start when you discovered your gift. It did not start when you got saved. God is saying, I was already working before you even existed. Your life is not an accident. Your life is not random. Your story did not begin with your mistakes. Your story began with God. And God says, I knew you. Now that word knew does not mean God simply had information about Jeremiah. It means God had relationships intentionally. God is saying, I recognized you. I chose you. I had you in mind. Not because you earned it. Not because you were perfect. But because I am God. And God says, before you were born, I set you apart. This is the part many people miss. To be set apart means to be consecrated. It means to be reserved for a holy purpose. In other words, Jeremiah was not just created. He was marked for a mission. And here's the truth. Being set apart is not always comfortable. Because what is set apart does not always fit in. What is set apart is often misunderstood. What is set apart often feels lonely. Because God separates people before He elevates them. And God says, I appointed you a prophet to the nations. Now notice, God didn't say, I appointed you to speak to your friends. He said, nations. That means Jeremiah's calling was bigger than his feelings, bigger than his age, bigger than his fear. And Jeremiah actually responds by saying, Lord, I am too young, I can't speak. But God says, do not say you are too young. I will put my words in your mouth. Let me tell you what this means for us today. Jeremiah 1:5 teaches us that purpose is not just something you find. Purpose is something God forms. It means God can call you before you understand yourself. God can
choose you before you feel ready. God can assign you before you feel qualified. So when you look at your life and say, I don't know why I'm going through this, because you were set apart. Some punishment. Some battles are training. Some delays are not denial. Some delays are preparation. Some isolation is not rejection. Some isolation is consecration. And if God knew you before you were formed, then your present pain cannot cancel your future purpose. If God set you apart before you were born, then people cannot unmark what God marked. So hear this clearly. You are not forgotten. You are not random. You are not disqualified. God called Jeremiah.
What?
You can call you.
Yep.
And the same God who appoints
Yep.
is the same God who sustains. Jeremiah 5 is not just about destiny. When God said, before I formed you, that means God was not reacting to you. He was designing you. Before you had a voice, he had an assignment.
That's crazy.
Isaiah 40:31 is not just a beautiful verse. Before God sends a man, he breaks him. Not to destroy him, but to...
Still doom scrolling real estate sites and not having any luck? Seriously, your eyes need a break. Don't worry, Smart City agents.
I know it hurts.
Bob,
I
what?
know you're bleeding. I know this pain feels like a barrier,
Okay.
and you're broken, and you feel like you can't keep
I got
going.
myself together.
I know what that feels like.
Tied myself up with
I know
some
precisely
I got
what that
this.
feels like.
I got
I
this.
got one question for you. How tired are you of where you are right now?
I'm pretty tired.
What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up?
Everything.
Who are you willing to let go to get where it is that you want to be?
Almost everything.
Here is my question. Can you learn how to say no to what's hurting you? No to what's stopping you?
Yeah.
No to what's hindering you?
Right.
No to the people that don't believe in you?
Every day.
The biggest problem that you have had is not that you don't have resources. It's not that you don't have supporters. It's not that somebody doesn't believe in you. It's that you have not believed in you. Get your head in the game. Every time you made a change, you got hurt. And so this is why when you hear the word change, there's a mental block. You cannot change because you have equated change with pain. Every time you have changed, you feel pain. But I want to help you see change differently today. Even though in your childhood you were traumatized because of change, and you are wrapped in the notion, hypnotized by the pain of change. Your history is not your destiny. Change is an invitation to the future. If I can change, I can have my future. I see that if I don't change, there is a generation of people who are going to be stuck in the same place. Change is inevitable. And you are either changing for the worse or changing for the better. You decide. I don't know who you are, where you're from, but there's more in you. You may be hurting. You may be dying on the inside, but you still got life left. You listening to me?
Let's get changed.
You watching this video?
Let's get changed.
Let's go change. If you're looking for change, come here, hang out. Catch me next time. I gotta go charge my phone. Get some stuff going for dinner time right now. So, but it's all about my phone time getting charged. So catch me later in another hour. Deuces. Mental mind health stuff. Oh, let's see how we get out of here.